On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back in the shop with Eric and the Go Recycler's work truck. He broke it. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are here in the shop heading over to Eric's work truck. Just got the BMW done last night, and he was like, hey, coolant is spraying everywhere. So today, we got to figure out where the coolant's coming from and solve this problem because we have to get this beast back on the road. It seems to be flawless ever since the transmission went in, right?
Yeah.
So that's something, you know, we don't have a lot of money in this truck. I forgot the math, but I think $2,600 total.
Yeah, maybe.
About $2,600, maybe $2,100, somewhere in that ballpark. And it's being an absolute monster of a truck. Super reliable. I mean, it's got a 5.3 in it. What more could you want in life? We got to figure out why coolant is spraying out of the thing.
Just change
that looks pretty new. It says change engine oil. Why didn't you reset it?
Yeah. It's a work truck.
You just turn the key on and punch the pedal 3 times. And then turn the key. I don't remember the exact combo.
Look at there.
I smell coolant.
Perfect.
Oh, on the dot, baby. On the dot. So yeah, I smell coolant, but I don't see it. So not the upper.
No.
Which hose do you think it is?
I think it's this T.
Oh, I see, actually. Right down the side of that Y, you can see it's white. Let's get a flashlight in there and take a quick look. All right, jumping back in here with a flashlight. Oh, it's soaking wet right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. We'll try to get the camera down in there. But right at the edge of the T, it's really dark. That's where it's soaking wet. It looks like the actual heat shrink clamp there might have failed. Or these are molded on. They're not the heat shrink style like the gates. All right, so what do we have to do to change that hose? So it's heater core.
Well, one's here.
There.
One's here.
All the way over here.
And then this one, right?
Oh, it's not that bad.
So this one's been replaced before, right? Is it this one?
I would guess it's factory because it has the marks on it.
No, look.
I know there's a hose clamp on it, but I think somebody just took it off because usually you don't get those factory alignment marks that show where to put the hose clamp.
Ah, gotcha.
That's why I think it probably is OEM. How many miles are on this?
It's at like 250. So far, I put like 8,000 miles on this transmission.
That's got some miles on it.
Yeah, then Jordan put twice the money in here.
Hey, your leak's not too bad. You had pressure in the cooling system.
Yeah, I think it only leaks when the thermostat opens.
Oh, yeah, that would check out. So the fun part here is we got to drain this thing down so we can get to work. $251,500. Wow, on a stock coolant hose. Because I'll bet when we go get a new one, it won't have the marks on it. So we do need to get, obviously, like a stubby screwdriver in there because they put a worm clamp on that hose, if you guys can see it. Hiding right back there, there's a worm clamp. So obviously that'll be fun to get off. And it's this guy right here. Oh, it's also a little short, like they cut it. I wonder if this started leaking a long time ago and they put a bunch of tension on it. If I had to guess, that's what happened.
We fixed everything that the engine.
We did.
When we did it, we
fixed it
did
all.
all of it.
Valve
So
cover gaskets, intake gaskets, right? We did it all.
Yeah, I mean, rear main,
Yeah,
oil pan gasket,
everything's new.
oil pickup tube gasket. I mean, so I was like, if the engine's leaking, I'll be a little sad.
Right.
Unless the water pump failed, because the last one, remember?
Didn't we just put this water pump on, though? I thought we put this water pump.
No, this is how we bought it. I think.
Oh, that was a different truck. You had another truck that I traded the Camaro for.
Yeah. So the gray one hit like 260, I bet, on K96.
Oh, yeah.
And I popped the hood and the fan was doing this. So I just shut it, would wait 10 minutes for it to drop temp.
Yep.
Drive about 5 minutes, and so it took me like an extra half hour to get home.
Yeah.
We threw a new water pump on that one, and that truck, that was a 4.8.
4.8.
And that truck that engine never dies.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, this one is we put the trans in it, and I think before we got it, they did this.
Yep.
This.
Looks like new booster.
Water pump.
Okay.
You took the good belt and gave me the H2 belt.
That is the H2 belt.
So somebody put some money in this, but yeah, I just think maybe that's the original. And maybe you're right. Maybe they dropped an egg in it. I don't know.
Maybe so. Who knows? I'm going to give them a little bit of credit in here. I just pulled this hose clamp off, and it's my favorite kind. If you're blind, you can locate these ones because they hold the screwdriver in. So you don't know if it's Phillips or straight, but at the same time, you just kind of experiment till you find it and you got it off of there. So that clamp's off, which means all I have to do now is get this clamp and that clamp down there on the water pump and we're home free. So all we need is a bucket to drain the coolant down and then we're putting it all back. Eric went ahead and started the waterfall down here. So took a shower and coolant, and the frame decided it was gonna redirect some of it here. But with that said, we got the coolant draining down, which means it's finally time to, of course it was all gonna drain out because we had the system wide open, but now it's time to start yanking these hoses off, swapping them out. Eric's gonna have to shower again with water instead of coolant, and then we'll go pick up some parts for this thing.
Is it like Nair though? Like?
No, it's just slimy.
I should go home and shave my arm. Is it like, I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, obviously. You gotta save the coolant.
Get it in my hair.
The fast acting formula.
There we go. I got a hot date tonight.
Oh, okay.
With nobody.
Well, at least your truck won't have a hot date. You'll have a nice cool date.
Let's try not to hit 260 with this one.
That's right. As always, we've got a truck full of stuff that's moving from one house to the other, and we got to solve the rest of this cooling issue. So we are headed to O'Reilly's, and hopefully they have the hose we need in stock here. Get the old GMC Sierra back on the road so Eric can keep working with it. I think this hose has had like a tiny leak for a while, so you know, this is a pretty easy fix for what can be a really big problem for any car. Let's see if they've got it. Is that the pineapple?
Yeah, it's okay.
Did you get the whole Krabby Patty meal?
Yeah.
And it was okay?
No, the burger itself was solid.
You think it was solid? I thought it was okay.
I liked it.
Okay.
It was good stuff.
Well, this is good info. This is good info. We needed 2 opinions. Also, 100% Jake tried it. Thought, okay.
Yeah,
But
see, I got it versus the Baconator.
Yeah.
It's better than the Baconator.
okay. And I think the Frosty is the best part for sure, though. The pineapple Frosty.
Yeah.
Is what he
It
said.
took me like 45 minutes to be able to drink it though.
Oh, because you
It was just a
What
solid
are you doing
ice
with a straw anyway?
It was a solid ice cube, man. Because all the syrup was at the bottom.
Yeah, that's for
You
sure.
gotta mix it.
You know they give you spoons.
Yeah, I'm not spooning my drink, man.
Okay. This is an important conversation, absolutely.
It's a Krabby Patty meal. Man.
People need to know about the Krabby Patty meal. All right, anyway, thanks, bro.
Later, buddy.
I'm out of here. Back from O'Reilly's with our 22554 Gates hose here. Obviously, it's got those Gates clamps that I love to death, the heat shrink ones. And we're gonna put this on as soon as I finish putting these couch cushions inside. Oh yeah, Thermal Pro. This one's gonna be way better, I think. Obviously a Gates hose too, and there's no markings for where to set the clamp. All we have to do now is pop off those 2 squeezy hose clamps, one over here on the coolant reservoir and one down there on the water pump. The heater core hose with a little bit of persuading came right on off of there, basically pulling and twisting as hard as we could, but yep, 2 more clamps and we'll have it ripped out. So I'm gonna grab some pliers and get to it. Oh, look at that, close the hood, dog. Close the hood. It's done.
How would you know?
Nobody's gonna know. Gotta save these hose clamps, and hopefully, if we're lucky, since this is actually accessible, I can do the old plier twist on this one, which will break the hose loose. Although, you know, with our luck, it just breaks the nipple off the reservoir. We gotta get a new reservoir.
Yeah.
Oops!
Something's broke every day this week.
Dude, everything's broken.
Yeah.
It's just a very broken time of the year. But also, like wintertime, that's when all the cooling systems break. It's never the summer, it's always, well, in some states it's the summer, you know? Like, Kansas is never like this, but what? You're in like, I don't know, there's a few states we've been through where the side of the road's just covered in vehicles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe Oklahoma a little bit, but not really. Oklahoma and Kansas have okay climates.
I feel like Atlanta is just covered.
Yeah, Atlanta for sure.
I mean, that's...
All over the side of the road. Everybody's got broken cars.
But they probably like quadruple our highway capacity. Like
Yeah,
we drive on.
population, highway.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what time of day you drive through Atlanta, it's just ridiculous.
They just have traffic.
Yeah, you're like 4 in the morning, nobody will be, never mind.
Actually, yeah, one time I stayed at a hotel driving across the country and like 4 in the morning there was traffic.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
We haven't. When we pulled the R8,
Oh yeah, all
it was
right.
like 1 in the afternoon. Ridiculous traffic.
And then another time I was coming back from Florida and just dead tired from driving. Oh, coolant. We got some more. Oh, come on. We got a ton. We emptied the whole system.
How
Get
much
out of
coolant
here.
does this truck have?
Get out of here with this.
Well, no wonder it never overheated.
Yeah, no wonders.
No wonder the line blew, so it was just Wait, double capacity.
Wow, the water pump's still draining down. Where did all that come from? Ugh. You know, I loosened this completely and it's still not coming off. It's gonna pour all over my gloves and I don't want to do it.
You're probably just gonna break the tank in 2 pieces.
There it is. All right, we're out. I'm gonna dump all this in there. Keep bringing me easy jobs if you want. I'm down to work on stuff like this. I'm real tired of BMW needs complete front end.
Yeah. How about we just do like 1 spark plug?
Oh, almost lost a finger on that guy. All right, I said easy jobs. Pop this clamp back. Yeah, 1 spark plug jobs would be ideal.
Yeah.
That's probably the coolest idea I've ever heard.
Like a misfire on one of the front cylinders.
Yeah.
But you know it'll be the back passenger.
Oh, of course. It's never,
too.
it can never be the front.
Never.
Nothing easy, that's for sure. All right, they had that guy clocked like that. It's not like it matters, but I'm gonna put it back. And then we'll go like so. Put her in her clamp right there. And you are almost back together.
I did just Google real quick, like 06 GMC coolant hose, and this, it shows this one as the highest failing one.
Really?
It must be that Y fitting.
Yeah, that Y fitting is,
Because these, I feel like your upper and lower just don't fail if you don't mess with them.
and also everything else in the cooling system is metal on these except for the radiator itself.
Yeah.
So radiator, overflow tank, but everything else is metal. So this hose being the plastic piece.
Yeah.
It could be. Could be the thing. All right, clamp is on. It is my favorite tool, you're not kidding about that. I should throw a link to this in the description in case anybody wants it. The UView 2000 or whatever, airlift coolant vacuum system right there. Oh, I need to run a bigger adapter on this cooling system, don't I? All right. This adapter said no. I'm so used to just having the right one on here. For a long time, we haven't had to change adapters. It looks like this one. There we go. All right, I'll put this on here first and then let the coolant handle that. Cool, that's better. I think I need a, what do they say about lubricating this? They don't say any, periodically lubricate tool threads, but it's not the threads. The rubber is what's being annoying here. I'd probably just put some silicone grease on them. There we go, now we're holding. Let's finish sucking all the air out of this system here. Ooh, I don't have any air.
I thought you did.
Valve's turned off.
You know, I achieved capturing 25% of the coolant.
Did you?
Yeah. Don't ask about the other 75.
25 is a good number if you ask me.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting under vacuum now. Here go the hoses. Goodbye, hoses. Is it gonna hold? Sorry.
24%.
We're ripping it back in there. Couldn't rip it any faster than this. Almost to the bottom. You got a little bit of flaky stuff in there. I don't think it's K-seal or anything, but it is gold. It actually looks like little shards of brass. So that, you know, kind of makes me wonder if you look down in the bucket, you see this? Up at the line right there?
Yeah.
Got a little brass action going on.
That's gold in them hills.
Well, yeah.
How much is that worth?
Anyway, stay tuned for our new show, Gold Rush.
We just drain
on
everybody's.
Discovery.
It's not catalytic converters anymore. We just drain your coolant and rake it out for gold. We've never made $1.
Haven't made $1.
And of course, we have to put coolant back in the system, so we're
Right.
actually way behind.
Way behind. It costs so much money for all this extra coolant.
Yeah, it's a terrible business plan.
All right, I am going to go get rid of the gold flake for you, and we'll make a new 50-50 mix. All right, guys, we got the work truck back outside. Eric and I just finished cleaning the whole floor, so it's finally decoolanted. We had so much coolant that this thing ended up dumping after I pulled the water pump, but so far, we're looking pretty good here. We're at 210 degrees. Gas, the needle's dead center on the gauge. and I don't see a single thing leaking. So I think we're good here. Ready to shut this bad boy. Sierra is back in service. Honestly, this is kind of one of those things where you could just replace all the coolant hoses on it, because factory ones obviously not doing great 251,000 miles in, and it does need a clock spring still. It's the one thing we haven't done is buy a replacement steering column or a clock spring so we could fix that airbag light, but oh well, she's running great. What an absolute tank, and we love those easy fixes. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this, and click on one of these videos here. This is what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you next time. I just got off the roof where I had to flash all of the new penetrations for the heat. You see all those PVC pipes coming up there, heat, water heat. And Eric just grouted the kitchen. And we bought that Titan at 1 in the morning last night, 2 in the morning. So that'll be gone in like 2 days. It's going right away. Well, I forgot to show you one important thing. We did take that old radiator hose, flip it over, and there was a crack at the bottom with a bunch of boogered up coolant on there where it had been leaking for a long time. And I wanted to show that to you guys, and I completely forgot. But with that said, I'm back at that old house to grab some more stuff and hang out with the old H2. Do you want an H2? I'll sell this thing. It hasn't moved in a long time.